Hi guys, I'm here for another video and it's going to be my March favorites. And I'm gonna start things off with my beauty favorites. And if you're wondering why I keep looking down, it's because again, I need to write things down in my lovely book of reference here because I have horrible memory. So, the first thing on my beauty favorites is this white tube, if it will focus. There we go. It is the Baby Lips Dr. Rescue from Maybelline, and I got it in the color number 40, Pink Me Up, and it's such a cute name. But here it is. It's a rosy pink color, and it being a lip balm, it comes on very sheer, and if you've ever gotten anything from Baby Lips, you know they're super moisturizing, and it being from the Dr. Rescue line, it has a hint of menthol or mint, something of that nature, and I'm gonna put it on right now, and you definitely feel a slight tingle. If I want to put it to something, it's kind of like the Burt's Bees lip balm, if you've ever tried that, but less intense, and it being very pink and sheer, it adds a slight cute touch of pink to your face. And that's that. The next thing I have is the That Gal Brightening Face Primer by Benefit, and even though it's for your face, I don't like to use it for my face. I like to use it for my eyelids, and because of its brightening properties, it does provide a blank canvas for you to put all your pretty eyeshadows on, and it'll give it that pop of color to your face, especially when you want your eyelids to be the center of attention. And it is such a cute tiny travel size that it definitely will go a long way, especially if it's just for my eyes. And I didn't know if I wanted to go all out on the full-size product, but again, it being very small, it's easy for travel, and that could fit in your purse. The last beauty item that I wanted to put out there is the Wildbloom fragrance from Banana Republic, and I want to say this fragrance is, let's just take a whiff of it. It's like sitting in a field of flowers on a warm spring day, and there's butterflies everywhere, and it's a pretty picture, but like the name implies, it does have floral tones to it. If you're ever in Banana Republic, I definitely recommend taking a whiff of this, and you'll know what I'm talking about. But spring's so close, it's like it's even closer. And again, it's so cute and small that it can fit in your purse. Easy access. So moving on from beauty to food, because I love food. If you know me, I like tasting things. A thing that I've been snacking on is this Sour Punch strawberry straws. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's a secret. But if you're from Hawaii, you definitely understand my jam. They're like the sour belts that everyone's obsessed with, but in straw form. And it actually is a straw. It has a hole in it. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but, and look at the ton of sugar that's on this thing. Like, there's like a pound of sugar on this straw. I'm gonna be up all night. Moving on to my next food favorite. Sorry, my throat is so dry. Yeah. Okay, moving on to my next food favorite. It is a Kit Kat, but it's green tea. I didn't know they made these until my boyfriend gave them to me for Valentine's Day. And they're so cute and tiny, like all the other things that I have in my March favorites. March is like the thing for tiny small things. I don't know. But it being tiny, of course, you get very sad because it's all gone because you eat it in one bite and it's so delicious. If you ever gotten the green tea soy latte in Starbucks, you'll know what this tastes like. Oh, so good. Moving on from food, we're gonna go into a book favorite. I read, I'm literate, I'm educated, so this is my book favorite. I finished this, I think, in the first week of March, and it is the Julia Child Biography by Laura Shapiro. And if you've ever watched the movie with Meryl Streep and Amy Adams in it, you'll definitely like this book because it goes into greater detail, especially in the earlier years of her life and the later years of her life when she became a big TV persona. And if you're a history buff, you'll definitely like this. Me being one, especially, I like to learn about people and how they got to where they were and all the small details and, you know, just learning about a person's life. So that's the book I read for the month of March. And moving on from a book to a podcast, if you listen to music while doing things, you'll definitely like listening to podcasts while listening to things because it's just people talking about a specific topic. And the one that I'm gonna recommend is, if you're a history buff, you'll like this one. It is called, what is it called? Things You Missed in History Class by How Things Work. And I've been listening to this podcast since winter break, and they have topics that are typically overglanced or briefly discussed when you were, you know, sitting there on your desk listening to the teacher talk about absolutely nothing. You know what I mean. But they go into deeper stories and a lot more information, and they do it all in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, even less sometimes. And they have a great array of like topics. Like, let me just give you some. I'm gonna look toward the computer here, and if you want to know about China's foot binding tradition, they have a podcast for that. If you want to learn about Rose Burton, supposedly the first fashion designer who designed Marie Antoinette's clothes, there's a podcast for that. If you want to learn how they built Disneyland, there's a podcast for that. So I definitely recommend, especially when you're commuting to school or commuting to work, doing boring mundane things, doing nothing. 30 minutes of listening to a podcast will definitely make you feel like you're a whole lot smarter and your brain is just full of knowledge, and it makes you feel like you've done something more productive in the day than doing nothing. So definitely give that a listen if you have time for it. And I think I'm going to end my March favorites with a favorite memory that happened in March. And I know I've mentioned this, but I went to Michigan last weekend and it was awesome. It was fun, we were with friends, and there were a bunch of memories that were definitely made. But I think the memory that topped it all is celebrating my 3-year anniversary with my boyfriend. And I know that sounds really corny, but it's something that we both shared and definitely a milestone in our relationship. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video, and I hope you have a great day, great night, whenever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you guys later.